What is up, guys? Welcome back to TK's Garage. As you're seeing this video, it obviously means I'm breathing. A lot of the stuff in this video today is gonna be a little fucked up though. I legit died on a plane. I don't even know how to explain that shit, but my heart stopped at 30,000 feet and I'm still here. But it's also a wake-up call. Roll the intro. Perfect. What is up, guys, and welcome on back to TK's Garage. I've been chilling and healing and doing what I needed to do to try to get better. And I think I pushed myself a little too hard. I boarded a flight to come back to the East Coast to try to check on family who's also not feeling good and sick, and come see them. And I kind of screwed myself. I have a bunch of holes and stuff in me right now. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen all this shit. And I just spent a good chunk of time in the hospital, IV'd up, and them trying to figure out what was going on. Let's roll some of the aircraft footage now, though, so you can see how bad it was, and see that they had to zap me with what's called an AED device. It's like you ever watch movies or TV and they put the paddles on somebody and they say clear and they zap the shit out of them? That's what that is. So Hondas and their fart cans, they're never gonna learn, man. Roll the footage.
And only one person, again, only one person may be waiting for the fourth lavatory at any time. We do ask that you please remain on the carpeted area and not in the galley workspace. If you brought any alcohol, including minis, on board, we do ask that you please keep them stowed away at all times. It is against federal law for you to consume your own alcohol while on board our aircraft. You will see your flight attendants up and about in the cabin. We are prepared.
Are you still dizzy?
I'm pretty coherent right now.
You're coherent. Are you dizzy?
No. I mean, I can stand up and I can tell you.
Let's still stand up. You're a big guy. I'm not as big as you.
Oh, I gotta drink that.
Yeah. Chug it, babe.
Thank you. I am so sorry.
We're getting it up.
No, this is bullshit. This is so bullshit. Yes, it is.
I was a paramedic before I was a nurse. I got you covered. One step at a time.
Should have stayed in my seat. I'm sorry.
No, you shouldn't. You're good. You gave me a lot more room to help you. I'm going to put this on your shirt. You want me to put it on oxygen?
I was employed. I wasn't drink. I mean, I drank 2 of these little balls. They're called.
Not dehydration.
No. I drink plenty of water. My heart rate.
Why did this come with that gut?
Like what's 70s?
You're around 60.
That's good. Or was it earlier?
I think you're hit that's okay. You're breathing down. This is self-corrected. You know, I also worked in a cath lab. I see. I got a lot of practice. I don't hear anything in the lungs. You haven't been having trouble breathing.
No. So stupid. Where'd I collapse? Right here? Where'd I collapse? In my seat right here?
I like you. I like the leopard right here. Yeah.
No, I mean, where did I collapse?
Oh.
You were kind of standing in the doorway right here.
Yeah,
And
just
I
walk-
kind of
walk in.
lost your balance.
So
You turn pale and
where are we in our flight path?
we're still halfway there. I'm not sure where exactly we are.
It's hard to hear it out here.
I must say, his pulse out, it's hard to.
No, it's okay. He's up to about 60 now.
Yeah, but it's still really heavy.
So not strong.
70's my resting heart rate. So it was right after this. After they had sat me up and thought I was having a diabetic episode and feeding me orange juice, and I still wasn't 100% myself. That I collapsed for the second time, and that's when my heart stopped.
Raise your feet up, honey. Let's put your feet up.
Oh.
Do that one. That's just any ER that can help cardiac patient.
I'm sorry if I don't make it. I just want to let you know that I love you.
I got it. Yeah, turn it on.
No, don't zap me.
We're not going to zap you.
Don't zap me. Yeah, don't zap me. Please don't zap me, because that one zap that jump started my heart and brought me back was also painful as fuck.
Okay, I don't want. Let's turn that off. Let's not traumatize the person.
I gotta say,
Oh, we're gonna get the watch on. We're not gonna zap you.
oh,
You doing all right?
yes ma'am.
All right. Anything you need?
No, I'm good. Oh, my boy had a heart attack. They got me on the floor, and they're about to land. This is gonna hurt.
Well, that's fine. The lady here drops. It's going to land down. Okay. So there's the light.
Oh shit.
It's actually turbulent.
Well, guys, positive news is I'm still here. The bad news is they can't figure out why my heart rate is going from 50 to 90 to 50 to 45 to 90 or 100. And they're gonna see what exactly is going on with me. My vitals look good at the moment, but we'll have to see, man. May have pushed myself a little too hard to get back, and may just need to take some time to get myself right. Hopefully that doesn't kill the channel, but I kind of don't have a choice. The channel doesn't really matter if I'm not here, right? So there you have it. Anywho's, so your boy is getting admitted. Fun times. So if you wonder why there was no video today, that's why I didn't have a chance to upload anything, because the old ticker is not cooperating with me. So we'll have to just focus on getting better right now, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'll do my best to get you guys as much content as possible. I have a bunch of videos to edit from the Maserati and other stuff that I haven't been able to show you yet. But yeah, stay tuned. So, you know me, man, right? I know you're gonna say, TK, that was exceptionally messed up. Why are you filming that kind of stuff? And it's like, well, the thing about YouTubers, right? People like me, some of you guys that watch these videos are also YouTubers. We kind of film everything, right? Our lives are kind of like on display, or a version of our lives that we like to display. I should say that, because a lot of the stuff that a lot of YouTubers present is actually not what their life is like. All right, it's not real. Dying on an aircraft at 30,000 feet, that's some real shit. It gave me a different outlook on life and things that I'm going to be doing moving forward. And it means maybe not focusing so hard on social media and doing the YouTube channel. I mean, for some of you guys that have known me for a long time, I've been doing YouTube stuff for what, 10 to 12 years, right? I still have like 7 active channels now. Some of you guys don't even know about the aircraft channel or the club channel or any of the other channels that I've had, right? I'm at a point where that was such a massive wake-up call for me, and other things that are changing in my life, you know, my relationship status, this almost dying on an aircraft, just so much stuff that is in transit or in change, that I kind of got to focus on myself for a little bit. And that means getting myself healthy, right? And that means like really getting back to 100%. You know, I did learn some good things about myself in the hospital, you know, when they work up all of your stuff. And some of you guys have known me for a long time, back with the cancer and everything else. And it was good to know, you know, they put me through they didn't know if I was having a heart issue or a brain issue. And they did CT scans and EEGs, and, you know, to be somebody that has lived with, recovered, and was treated for a GBM, to be able to say, hey, your CT looks good, and you passed an EEG, meaning like, I don't have any seizure activity. That was so awesome for me, right? That was good, a little ray of light or good news for me, right? And then to have them go over and say, hey, your cholesterol looks good, you're not diabetic, and I'm 35 pounds overweight. To hear that my A1C was great, and the last time I checked it, it was like 7 point, it was borderline diabetic. And to be as overweight as I am now, and for it to be perfect, and for my cholesterol to be perfect, and my sodium or whatever, it's just kind of like a wake-up call for me that once I get this other stuff worked out, and we're going to talk about what the issue was that happened with me, something called syncope, which caused instant death. Yeah, not good at all. So syncope is like a thing that happens when your brain, I guess, doesn't communicate properly with the rest of your motor functions in your body, right? Now, this is what the diagnosis was that they came down with for me. I don't know if it's legitimate. You know, I can only talk about, well, let's talk about what happened on the aircraft. I was sitting in my seat. We're about an hour and 40 minutes into the flight, and it's a 5-hour flight, right? So I'm sitting there. The people next to me are super cool. You know, we have been talking or shooting the shit or whatever. And I'm charging my phone, and I'm in the process of editing the Maserati video. And the next thing that happens, I start feeling like mad hot. I start sweating up here, right? So I open the vent, it's just not helping, and then I feel like I got to take a leak, right? So I go to get up, and I start walking towards the back of the aircraft and my legs just start getting shout out to all my boxers, and I've boxed before as a kid. So like, you know how once you get in like 3 or 4 rounds, your legs start to get, unless you're a professional, your legs start to get a little rubbery, right? My legs started to get a little rubbery as I'm going to the back of the aircraft. I bump into some poor woman that's kind of hanging out into the aisle, and I apologize, and then I put my head up and I can see the bathroom, and there's like 2 or 3 guys that are sitting there, and I don't know if they were crew. My vision was a little crazy at that point, and then my vision just started to do this. It was like a tunnel, and it just started to close. And then the next thing I know, I'm looking at my Nike on my foot, and I fell in a weird position where I look like one of those dudes from like the Zoomanity show in Vegas, where I had like a leg behind my head. I'm being funny, but I'm being serious. I was in a bad spot, and people are trying to pick me up, and I was like, just give me a second. I can remember saying that, just give me a second. And then it all went black. The next time I wake up, somebody's picking me up, and they're putting me in a seat, and evidently, like, I guess my blood pressure just bottomed out. This is what the doctor is saying after they're looking at, and here's the thing, after I get at that point, I start filming what's going on, and you'll see that in the footage. If I think I put that in before, and you see them giving me orange juice. They think I'm diabetic, so they start giving me orange juice, and I'm not really coherent yet, but I start documenting stuff just so I can know like what's going on. And obviously #views, right? I mean, you guys want to see this shit. I'm sure my haters and detractors want to see me hold the L, right? So I held this massive L. I'm sitting there and I'm drinking the orange juice, and then my blood pressure just drops out again, and I fall out of the seat. I lose complete consciousness, and I was that way for about 15 to 20 minutes. And at some point in that 15 or 20 minutes, my pulse stopped. And that's where you see the video where they have the paddles on me, and they have already zapped me once, and I'm awake. And as soon as I woke up, and I know you're gonna say, TK, you're so horrible that you're filming this shit when you woke up, but I did it because I wanted to document what was going on. Also because, this will sound horrible, there's a clip in here I didn't put in here, but there's a clip that I did for my loved ones, and I put it in for my wife to let them know that, you know, I'm sorry. I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't think I was gonna make it home. I thought I was gonna die on that plane. I've only felt like that one other time in my life, when I was bleeding out overseas, that I knew I wasn't gonna make it home. And that was the second time in my life that that's happened. It was just weird, man. You're laying there and you don't feel right and things are crazy. So I filmed that little clip and I sent that to my family, which it sent actually when we landed. So my family got this notification once the plane was on the ground. Horrible, I know. But I wanted to let them know that I cared, and that, you know, I loved them, and that I was sorry for procrastinating with my time and not using my time to the fullest. And this is like the second issue like this that I've had in a month, right? Being like, I could be dead and not here. And this is like, I think this is my final warning. Like, this is your final warning. This is your final wake-up call, motherfucker. Got it. I'm awake. I'm here. So, lesson learned. I'm still, I gotta tear this off my damn arm. It's so bothering me right now. It's not even funny. It's the last Band-Aid or bandage that I had on me from when they were sticking me, but I hate that shit. Yeah, they blew that vein up too. Anywho's, anywho's, what happens on the plane, and then we get in, and I get into the hospital, and I probably put all that footage together, so you can see the hospital footage as well as the plane footage all before we're talking right now. Anyways, they go over all my stuff. All my vitals look good. my heart is healthy as an ox, except when we landed, they did it. You know, the Orlando Fire Department was doing an EKG on me, and they, you know, it prints out the little printout, and I had this little erratic beat that was coming. Now that could happen because they zapped the shit out of me with the AED. Probably what happened. At the hospital, after a while, it cleaned up. But one of the things that bothered me is, and I have a good friend in Vegas that has this issue, where his heart rate will be normal and he'll have a drink and it goes to like 120 or whatever. I'm not gonna put him on blast, but for me, like just normally, like my heart rate would be like 90 and my resting heart rate's around 70, and then it would drop to like 45. And it was freaking, like in the ER, it's going like my machine keeps going nee, 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 and going off and shit, because it was slowing down and speeding up. And this is where they came up with the syncope diagnosis. Now, part of this could be that I wasn't eating right, or I'm not drinking enough water and I was dehydrated. Being in Las Vegas, that is a very valid diagnosis, because, you know, I do drink water, but I also drink a shit ton of coffee and other diuretics that will make you dry out like a fucking raisin. So that could have been what happened. I could have just was drinking some water on the plane, and I just was just peeling more sticky shit off of me. I just my body just gave out. And it was just crazy. I never heard, because my sister suffers from this syncope thing, right? I just thought it was crazy that that your heart would stop, right? Like that's the crazy thing. And needless to say, just to wrap this up, I'm okay. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm thankful for that. I'm not thankful for a lot of other stuff that's happened since I've been here. I thought this trip was going to be a little different, and I was going to kind of get back on track with a lot of things concerning like family life and relationship stuff and just everything else, just getting stuff together. And that has been a complete disaster. So, needless to say, I'm going to take some time for myself. Hopefully you guys don't hate me for that. There's still going to be content on the channel. It's just sometimes you guys are used to me publishing something in the morning, something in the afternoon, whether it's a walk around or then something, an auction car or something that I've bought. But I'm going to take a break from that. I think when I get home, I'm going to sell this Maserati that we just picked up because I really have no need for it. I'm going to keep the Petty Roosevelt whenever it gets out of the shop, and I think that's going to be it for a while. I think I may go see some friends. You guys may see some videos with me hanging out with Randy over at Auto Auction Rebuilt at some point. And I do have to get a road trip in because I do have to update my registration and inspection on my car. So I might go to North Carolina, but I might also just flip my car and transfer my tags to Kansas, just to kind of put a bow on all that. But we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens. It really just depends, you know, guys. I'm gonna do my best to focus on my health and getting stuff ready. And I know you're gonna say, well, TK, the hospital said you were healthy as an ox. Yes, I literally was. I'm tempted to like kind of post my labs here, but I don't want to, like, people are gonna be like, oh, he's just rubbing it in. You know, growing up and being an athlete as a kid and being an athlete as a young adult, I really think has helped me as an older person, and I say older because I'm in my 40s now, to be a little bit more healthy, but then not at the same time. It's so retarded. But there's just some life decisions that I have to kind of tighten up. I need to be better with the intake of stuff that I eat and drink. That probably means not drinking as much as I normally do. Maybe have a beer on the weekends, and that's probably it. Which I know some of my friends that have drank with me and know that I can slam them back are probably going to be upset that I'm not going to be the hard drinker that I can be. And I'm going to travel, man. You know, it's time for me to update my passport. I think having some vlogs and talking about cars in Thailand and Mexico and stuff like that would be cool, and it might be content that you guys like. Maybe I go to the UK and I link up with some other YouTubers over there. I've had several hit me up. You know, maybe I go home to Ireland and I do some car stuff over there. I don't know, man. I'm gonna focus on myself and life, and I'm gonna try to get myself back into a mindset where I'm ready to win again. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been holding a lot of L's, to be honest with you. Whether it's, you know, health-wise, getting fucked up and then almost dying on a plane, and, you know, screwing up relationship stuff, and just, it's just been crazy, man. And this is just me being honest with you. I just got to focus on getting shit right, you know, getting my house in order, so to speak. So this isn't a goodbye. I'm not leaving YouTube, but I am going to focus on myself a little bit more and not focus so much on how often I post. And I got to do this for the algorithm. And I know you're going to say, TK, it's crazy. Your channel's really taking off. Why would you do this now? Because if I don't, I'm going to die from either being reckless and doing something stupid like I did earlier this month, or not listening to my body and saying fuck it and flying when I don't feel good, and then legit dying. Like, there's just shit that I need to get my house in order. And once I do that, I'll be back. You know, the old TK will be back. I'll be pushing. I'll be making this content. And I'm not just saying like I'm completely getting off of YouTube. I'm still going to post content. You know, probably 3, maybe 4 times a week. But I'm not going to be posting every day like I do now. I just can't. I really need to focus on other things. So we'll still do our walk-arounds. I'll probably still buy a car every month. But I'm not going to be 3-4 cars a month like we're doing right now. I'm just not. Can't do it. I'm going to focus on hanging out with my friends, and maybe I'll do some meetups with you guys as I travel across the country, if that's something that you guys want. And we'll hang out or something. But I got to take some time for me, and I hope you guys understand that. But with that said, I'm going to get the fuck out of here because I've been running my mouth for over 13 minutes on top of the other runtime and videos and clips that I posted in here. And it's time for me to start getting into that. Now, there's a bunch of videos that I've already shot and I've already edited that you guys will see coming up. Different stuff on the Maserati, and I'll probably shoot a video when we sell it. And I'll do a profit and loss on the truck because I owe you guys that, and I'll do the profit and loss on the Maserati whenever it sells. But then, you know, I got to do some more content for you guys on the Purple Heart. You guys have been asking me for the video on the GTO, and all of that stuff is going to be coming really soon. And then I might take a week or two. There might not be anything for a couple weeks, and then, like I said, I'll probably get back to that 3 or 4 video a week schedule. But with that said, thank you guys for your patience. Thank you guys for the love and support, and I will see you guys very soon on the next one. Y'all be safe.